My name is Jeff Ernst. The title of my slideshow is A Beautiful World, and we're going to talk about the impact of humanity on the Earth. I think we all can agree that Earth's climate is changing more rapidly than at any point in history of modern civilization. But is it man-made, or is it the Earth? Is it just doing its thing? Renowned economist Dambisa Moyo, sorry about that, told a committee at the United Nations, the world is facing an unprecedented array of global risks and negative trends, from the refugee crisis and climate change to drug-resistant antibiotics and political upheaval. She was speaking on the subject of One World Vision, and that tackles global achievement, and it has an agenda for 2013. Here we go.
Have you heard about the Anthropocene? For the last 200 years, humankind has caused such a negative imprint on the environment that some scientists describe it as a new geological age, the age of human impact on Earth, or the Anthropocene. Since the pre-industrial era, and especially since the second half of the last century, the degradation of the environment and the climate change caused by humans have increased at a rate never seen in any other time in history. What are the causes of the Anthropocene? There are two main ones: the model of energy production and the resource consumption model. The energy produced from coal, oil, and natural gas emits large amounts of greenhouse gases, the main causes of global warming. For its part, the growing population needs a greater use of natural resources that nowadays surpasses the capacity of the Earth to regenerate them. These human actions cause, among other consequences, changes in the water cycle, imbalances and destructions in the marine and terrestrial ecosystems, the increase of extreme meteorological phenomena, the acidification of the oceans, or the disappearance of the forests. Is it possible to stop the devastating impact we are having on the planet? Yes. Although there are certain irreversible consequences, we can still mitigate much of the damage caused to the environment. It is necessary to tackle the problem at its root, decarbonizing the economy, and relying on renewable and non-polluting energy sources such as the sun, the water, and the wind. Also, making a responsible and equal use of natural resources will help achieve a more sustainable system.
Easier said than done.
The Anthropocene from becoming the last era of our planet.
All right, that's quite a lot of humans there. Humans impact the physical environment in many ways: overpopulation, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation. Changes like these have triggered climate change, soil erosion, poor air quality, and undrinkable water. I know the water is a big talk here in California lately. These negative impacts can have an effect on human behavior and can prompt mass migration, and we are seeing that all over the world right now. There's also quite a lot of pollutants in our air. Pollutant is a substance and condition that contaminates the air or water and soil. Pollutants can be artificial substances such as pesticides and PCBs, or naturally occurring substances such as oil or carbon dioxide. There's quite a lot of that here. All right, this brings us to consumerism, which I think is it could be a big part of our problem here. I personally, I don't see anything wrong with consumerism. It's how the world works. I mean, you got to work for what you want, but consumerism is, it's kind of, I guess it's a little bloated. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. So here we go. Approximately 1.7 billion people worldwide now belong to the consumer class, the group of people characterized by diets of highly processed food, which that is horrible for you, desire for bigger houses. I'm sure we all want that. More and bigger cars, the higher levels of debt we could do without, and lifestyles devoted to the accumulation of non-essential goods. But what qualifies as a non-essential good? I mean, what if I think, say, I want a Porsche? I think I should be able to get it, you know? I mean, but could this be destroying the earth? I mean, who wouldn't want a house like this? I don't know. I think it's up to the individual. We're going to have to work this out together. This brings us to collectivism and individualism. I am definitely not for a collectivism society. I don't believe anything that Karl Marx said. I think he is just socialism. I am in the mindset where socialism leads to communism. So individualism, its individual rights are the bedrock of a free society. They are the bedrock. It's in a liberal democracy. Individuals have the moral right to make their own choices, free from intrusion. Now, we are free to make our own choices. We should be cleaning the earth ourselves, not having the government tell us what to do, tax us, all this kind of stuff. I don't believe in that. I think it's up to the individual, and we can do it if we all come together. I mean, here we got collectivism. We're social animals, thrive in a community. I don't know if that would work. Like I said, we just all need to come together. That's how to see how life is. It's got to be. Yeah, I think we need a lot more prayer over this world. It'll help solve a lot of the world problems that we have. There's quite a lot of crises with famine and wars and all sorts of stuff. It's time for us to all come together. All right, here we go. Here's a little song that I like. It's from I think it was from the 80s if I remember right. I'm only going to play for a minute of it.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can go on pretending day by day that someone, somewhere, soon gonna change. We all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, love